Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, a spring training matchup between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that #2 spot right now. I was talking about him earlier with some people. I kept telling him he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
Nicholas Manzo gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA. In the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the wall at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
Digging in, Grady Holland. He will lead this one off today. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
Batting second, shortstop, Josh Sweeney.
At the plate, Josh Sweeney. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a strike. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, left fielder, Juan Prieto.
So digging in now, Juan Prieto. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box now, Moses Vila. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Wow, you want your stars to get their work in during spring training, but you don't want to see them get hit by a pitch. Looks like no damage done, though.
Stepping in now, Hal Thorman. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Right side hit hard. And that's through for a hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
In now, Eduardo Contreras. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and the Mets have an early 1-0 lead. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Number 36 is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So striding forward now, Juan Casillas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. Prieto will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Standing in now, Ryan Rosenthal. And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
3-2.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Prieto is after it, and they can't run it down. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
The next 3-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Batting third, right fielder, Jorge Meta.
At the plate, Jorge Meta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the payoff pitch home. Locks him up for strike 3.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Into the box, Harvey Kane. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Coming to the plate now, Chase Parker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Again, a 1-2. Fouled off. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Next for the Mets, Scotty Hager. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Here now the 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Sinker, 3-2 now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 3-2. hit hard on the ground to second. Rosenthal takes it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting eighth, catcher, Jerry Ramirez.
Into the box now, Jerry Ramirez. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is on the ground over to first. Played on the backhand. The flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Mets lead this one 1-0. Leading off the inning, Francisco Dominguez, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 3-2 pitch. Now here's a line drive that'll make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Striding into the box, Brad Harrison. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, play Rivas. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Settling in now, Nicholas Manzo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2. Popped him up. And no one will get this one. Dominguez on third. Harrison at second. Rivas on at first with nobody out. Count remains 2-2. Another 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Prieto has a play. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the tying run is in to score from third.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only one run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Into the box now, Juan Casillas. Swing and a liner. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner will get back standing. Standing in now, Ryan Rosenthal, and that misses 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
The 3-1, and a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Meta. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Column is there. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Harvey Kane.
Ready for another chance. Harvey Kane. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The 3-0 pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chase Parker. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We played 2 full. Braves lead this one 3-1. Leading off the inning, Grady Holland, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hit out towards second. Rosenthal fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop, Josh Sweeney.
Stepping into the box, Josh Sweeney. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Hard liner to center field. Dominguez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 11, Juan Prieto.
Coming to the plate now, Juan Prieto. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Third inning here, 3-1 our score. Now the 3-2 pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Score holds. It's 3-1. Striding in, Francisco Dominguez. He singled his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 4, Brad.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Brad Harrison. He reached on a single in his first try. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Ready on 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. The 2-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, play Rivas. Popped him up. Contreras is there for it. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Carson Dent is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his third game so far this spring. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Moses Vila. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs.
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Mehta is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The first baseman, Hal Thorman.
So striding in, Hal Thorman. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box, Eduardo Contreras. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Hit hard towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Scotty Hager. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Contreras stands at second with 2 gone. Two and two.
2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Lincoln Firabin is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
45, Lincoln Firabin.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Carson Dent. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 24, Juan Castilla.
Digging in once again, Juan Casillas. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball one. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Ryan Rosenthal. In the air out toward right field. Moving under it, Column. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1. Frank Barker will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring.
Frank Barker.
Stepping up now, Jerry Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another full count offering on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Standing in now, Lincoln Firabend in for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready once again, Grady Column. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 1-1. Popped up. Rosenthal moving to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Art Layton is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training.
Art Layton.
Stepping in for the Braves, Jorge Meta. He flew out in his last at-bat. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Harvey Kane takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized cutter away, stayed inside it, and was able to drive it the other way.
Chase Parker.
In now, Chase Parker, and it's fouled away. Kane leads off first with one away. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field, and this baby is gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with the resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Stepping in now, Francisco Dominguez. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throwing to second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Third baseman number 4, Brad Harrison.
Ready for another shot now. Brad Harrison. A hit in 2 tries so far. Spin and a throw back to second, and he's back in standing. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Swing and a little tapper. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Standing in now, Clay Rivas. Chopped weakly to the left. Contreras is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets 1. Kosuke O takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 38, Kosuke O.
Leading off the inning, Josh Sweeney, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th innings.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box now, Juan Prieto. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box, Moses Vila. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Dominguez looks up. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center, and it's a 5-3 game now.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Stepping in now, Hal Thorman. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Now at the plate, Eduardo Contreras. The 1-1 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
In now, Scotty Hager. Sent on the ground out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets 3. Dylan Miller enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 56, Dylan Miller.
Luke Jordan is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Sweeney comes up with it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 24, Juan Casilla.
Striding in once again, Juan Casillas. One out, nobody on. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center, and it's now 6-3. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters are on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
2-2 the count. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Sweeney scoops it up, and there are two away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Jorge Mata.
Now to the plate, Jorge Mata. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3. Harvey Kane would be next. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Harvey Kane. And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Wow. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the Braves 6 and the Mets 3. Back here on MLB Network. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Edwin Parrish is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 58, Edwin Parrish.
Digging in, Jerry Ramirez. Hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
The 3-1. 3-2 full count. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. Fielded cleanly. 1 there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Grady Collins.
David Benitez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
9, David Benitez.
High in the air out to center field. Dominguez has it in his tracks. 2 down.
The batter, shortstop, Josh Sweeney.
Felipe Quinones will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Quinones.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Cota is off at first with 2 away.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Mets strand 1. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Felipe Quinones will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 25.
Bobby Suarez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 35, Bobby Suarez.
Tyrone Chambers is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right. Jose Castro is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2. Pitch on the way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The center fielder, number 6.
Christopher Ross will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Wrong.
3-1 now. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Sent on the ground out to second. Hager has it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Into the box, Brad Harrison. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Ball 3-1. Clay Rivas would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Prieto looking up, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left as it is now 7-3. Standing in now, Clay Rivas. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Braves 7 and the Mets 3. Christopher Ross will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 25.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kevin Chambers will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Ruben Jimenez is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Gil Decky will come in as well as a part of the double switch. Kent Mackey is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Kent Mackey.
Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
A strike, and it's 3-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And a relay to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as he just sneaks in there in time, and it's now a 7-4 game.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Mitch Dawson will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job.
Pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. Dawson leads off second with nobody out. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Jimenez is under it, no problem, 1 away.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Scotty Hager.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Scotty Hager. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Meta moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher, Jerry
Sam Goodman will come to appearance so far this spring.
Number 20, Sam Goodman.
Jerry Ramirez will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The pitcher, number 35.
Ray Brenner will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Ray Brenner.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Into the box now, Tyrone Chambers. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Braves 7 and the Mets 6. Angel Vargas will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 17.
Daniel Peralta is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44, Daniel Peralta.
Oswaldo Salas is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman. Kyle Pruitt will also enter as he takes over at third base. Number 15 is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Stepping up to the plate, Ruben Jimenez, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Hit down the third base line. And there's one down now.
The left fielder, number 24.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Nori Kalita will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Kalita.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Kalita stands 5'9" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is his first year at the big league level. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Levi Fry will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Kalita, base runner at first with 1 out. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count, you send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Vicente Garcia will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. A runner on first with 2 away. Popped him up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Nori Kalita will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 51.
Levi Fry will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Levi Fry.
Elvis Swift is into the ballgame as well as he takes over out in right. Carlos Orozco will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Into the box, number 15. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Angel Vargas. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4-out save. Job well done.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Braves took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Nicholas Manzo pitches well enough to get the W. Number 36 worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching